Going on, everybody? Pro Trader Mike, MOJO Day Trading with an afternoon show, and we got some stocks on the move. Dakota, DAKT, Daktronics making a move through 9 right now. Ooh, looks good. So yesterday gave the precursor for another day. That's like RWLK right here. So check out someone got dumped this morning on it, but it's right back up there easily. I guess someone got, I don't know, this 87,253. Let's see if that number is correct. 87,725. Pretty close. Looking hot to trot there. So we did really, really nice in the MOJO Day Trade room trading today. I'll show you what we did. Crone through 7 is now 765. WPRT mentioned a few times as a new high a day, looking to go to $3. WPRT. It's amazing not one person wants a review of their trades. It's offered, but no one does it. It's amazing. So the day started out nicely. I have, I'm not calling it any account challenge. I started with everybody in the beginning last Friday with a small account like everybody else. We have a $500 minimum you can open an account with. So I said I'll do it with you all. Opened up a $500 account. It's now worth $5,000 1 week later. 9:23 a.m. I nailed SSC this morning right here. This was the first bar on Able, and then this was the first move on SSC. Through 350, through $4, through 450, through 450. Then we nailed, this is hit goal for the day, shut it off, and no pre-market trading. Real walk is my swing pick this week at $1. Green share is not on right now, but it was on before. So we traded TVIX, traded it again, traded SSC, traded TVIX, and by 9:53, Rhodesy made 149, Allen 1431, and Joe 57. Jungle 99, Michael 300, Mikey D 125, and me 337. Open P&L. I think 100 shares left, up 20 cents. Real walk starting in the swing. That's what we're doing today. Got 100 at 99. Great job. That's a good buy right there. And then sold and bought and sold a couple more times. Now up to $562 in P&L. Total P&L 505. Taking a break. Now 610 P&L, total 543. I think that's where I ended it. Ended 712 P&L, total P&L 637. I ended it right there. So if we go into the profit album, $637. Here's the first day back here. I started day number 1 with 11, then day 2 with 179. There's day 3 right there, 2,092. Bringing the account to 1,800. Day 4 started 1,384. Day 5, day 6, 3,149. Day 8, 3,513. Day 9, last week, 3,513 for the week, 3813. This morning started out, finished out 712, 637.50, commish 74, 133 tickets, 29,800 shares. And I'm at 4,120. So just got to keep journaling and just got to keep the system going. And then you can make a lot of money. And just doing it every single day in the Mojo room with a system. Now, I have an actual system. We're actually buying and selling shares of stock. People, I'm coaching some people that are losing right here. And they have my information to do a trade review. Like right now, we go over the trades. Why'd you lose? How'd you do good before you could trade live? None of them really doing it today. Winning. Losers maybe wouldn't have lost, and winners maybe could have won more. That's what I'm thinking. Definitely could have won more. Another hundo on TV. Then we Heinz Nugget right here at 14. He hesitated and missed it. We rode it right to 1409. RWLK looking really good. Buyer came in there at $1.02. And that's it. CBSI dumped. We're not in CBSI. I never traded it today once. CBSI. And if it's under 3, I'm going to be upset. It's 660. It's not so bad. But it did dump. Look what it just dumped from in the last couple minutes. From 9 to 5. It just fell 100% in 10 minutes. Dumped 100%. You probably bought 100 shares. You see that stock, CBSI? You probably bought 100 shares, Rhodesy. And you have the kiss of death. You're like Schlepprock in the stock market. Here comes Rhodesy. Rhodesy bought 100 right there for Heinz 9. Buy 100 there, Rhodes? Hope not. Whoever bought there, whoo boy, hurting. Where'd it stop? 551, 512 stopping station. It's 643 already back. Wow, what a dump! Oh my gosh, this was the ad at 550. Amazing. Wow. Crazy kaboolas right there. So what else we got? Let's see here. Let's see. The video I was looking for yesterday.
New Olay foaming with body wash. Lux Lab.
I'll see how long this video is. How long is this video? Here it is. So I got 2 videos going. Let's see what this one is. This advertisement's still not over. Amazing. The CVSI really got hit.
SEC, Sarah, is...
No, that's not the one I want. See this one. Nope. Amazing with that stock. I'll do a search on my phone. Here it is.
Years ago in Virgin Galactic, and we clearly overpaid.
Winklevoss twins, Rob Groove. Found it, baby. Now, I'm with you 100%, Mr. Winklevoss. Winklevoss twins. I got the title. Explain the future of Bitcoin. Rob Grove Crypto One. There it is.
With only gold as an asset class. That's how sort of early in the beginning of this is. There's going to be a menu of many cryptocurrencies, and they're going to rethink the entire internet and how we sort of view it. You can never buy a piece of the internet back in the 90s. You can buy the protocols. You can buy an investment VC firm on Sand Road that had to pick Amazon versus Pets.com. So you get lucky, and be very privileged and get lucky many times to get it. Now you can just buy a piece of the protocol. So buying Bitcoin is like a call option on the entire Bitcoin ecosystem. A Bitcoin company will not work out before Bitcoin works out itself first. So the ultimate Bitcoin bet is Bitcoin, the ultimate Ethereum bet is Ether. And you're basically buying a piece of the racetrack. And you're not picking, see this, it doesn't matter who wins as long as the races are running. You're a part of it, and that's the beauty here. And usually,
where they talk about the miners
come in at the end. They get dumped this stuff post IPO. 10 years after a company was founded. Now retail has been the ones who've been there first, and actually Wall Street is completely asleep at the wheel and late to the game. Silicon Valley has actually completely missed it too. People in Silicon Valley companies have maybe personally got it. Some VCs have personally invested in coins. But they structurally were unable to invest, had to invest in C Corps. And so buying gold or buying Bitcoin is not something they do, but the partners were investing their own money. And Silicon Valley very much missed cryptocurrency because they want to miss it. It's not good for the centralized application layer, the FANG companies that sit on top of the internet. Cryptocurrencies actually decentralize that, pull it all down to the layer below, the protocol layer. And the value actually accrues to the people who buy into it, use, and build a network. Not one company, there's not a headquarters of Bitcoin or Ethereum. These are networks that are centralized and owned by, in a very democratic way, the users. To this point, it's basically been a stock market. And so this is the first time that people can actually express easily a short position on
Jamie
Bitcoin.
Dimon, go short it.
What it's going to do is create a truly two-sided market.
Stop throwing
should reduce volatility in the long term and also increase price discovery and just make it easier for institutions and individuals to gain access and exposure to Bitcoin. With this contract, because it's cash settled, you can buy it with cash and you settle out in cash. So you don't have to actually touch the underlying or deal with Bitcoin, but you can get the investment exposure to it. So it's just another financial product, an easier way to get out. We've been working really hard to give Jamie Dimon an opportunity to short Bitcoin. And anybody who says that it's a fraud or a bubble, you can go now, put your money where your mouth is, and bet against it. Yeah, I mean, talk is cheap, and that's right. Now you can actually, like Kevin said, you can bet against this. So we encourage Jamie Dimon. We encourage him to personally bet against this Bitcoin. Take JP Morgan's balance sheet, bet against Bitcoin. We'll see what happens, but now they can do it instead of just sort of throwing stones.
Mm-hmm. People are wondering what Bitcoin is backed by. When I look at the dollar is backed by the full faith of the Treasury, the full faith of the U.S. government.
She's like, that makes sense.
What is Bitcoin backed by?
So it's a great question. So Bitcoin, we think of Bitcoin as gold. And I think if you look at gold, some people point to an intrinsic value of gold, but that really doesn't explain the value of gold. It might explain 10, 15% of the actual value of gold. Gold has value because we all agree that it has value, and we'll all accept gold. And it has a collective acceptance and value that way. Bitcoin, in addition to being increasingly accepted around the world and more people coming to the system by the day, has the mining network, which is one of the largest computer networks in the world, and it's backed by cryptography. A lot of people would look at the US dollar or government-backed currencies and say a government has counterparty risk. The average lifespan of a currency is roughly 27 years. Look no further than the Zimbabwe dollar. They have, I think, $1 trillion bill, or Venezuela. The history of most currencies is really terrible. And so, yes, living in the US, we look at the US dollar and we say, well, what's wrong with that? And it's a pretty decent store of value. But in reality, most fiat currencies out there fail. People use the word bubble. And this is basically Bitcoin's 20th bubble. That, we came in five years ago. Remember when Bitcoin was a bubble at $30? Bitcoin was a bubble at $100, at 500, at 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Now we're at a bubble at 17,000. Gold's been a bubble for thousands of years. But the bubble framework is really not correct to put against Bitcoin. When you think of a company, right, and their stock price, if they produce X amount of units one year and the same amount of units the next year, and the stock price goes up, and the economic doubles, and the economic productivity hasn't changed, the cash flows haven't changed in the company, we say that company is overvalued. Mm-hmm. But Bitcoin is not a company. It is a network. And the value of networks is Metcalfe's law. It's N squared. So the amount of users on a network is N. And so if I'm the only person in the world who has a phone, that's not very valuable. I can't call you. But if you buy a phone, you've actually increased the value of my phone inadvertently or not even knowing, because now all of a sudden my phone is useful. Same thing with the social network. If you look at Facebook, the first person on Facebook, lonely place, not much to do. All of a sudden, 100 people, you can connect with people, you can share stories, share pictures.
That's a good analysis.
So it's classic network effects. 1 billion people on Facebook, that's 1 billion squared, right? So that's all of a sudden the value gets exponentially greater. And that's how we value.
And that's how Bitcoin's going to get exponentially greater.
People believe in the US dollar, it has more value. People believe in Bitcoin, it has.
There was a show on this weekend, The Real Story of Facebook and social. I saw it. It was unbelievable. The power when they started to grow, when they was like at 100 people, it was worth $2,000. And then at 100,000, it was worth like $1 million. He got offered $1 billion by Yahoo, and he turned it down. And then they took it off the table because the stock tanked. And it was a great show. It was a great show. He had the chance to sell it, and then he didn't because he was never about the money. Mark Zuckerberg, when his dad was a dentist, I bet you don't know this. They used to scream from upstairs to downstairs, hey, bring me this, and this person needs this, and bring up this chart. And he built an intercom system, like the first AOL messenger in the dad's office when he was 12 years old, and connected the upstairs and downstairs so they can communicate and shit like that. It was unbelievable. He was a genius right from the get-go, man. Unbelievable. So it was a great show. Seeing the Winklevoss, seeing the Mark Zuckerberg, the real story, man, and what he grew it into and what he believed in, and how big he got. He kind of got very lucky taking it away from these guys, but these guys had the vision too.
Has value. People believe in gold, it has value. And that's not a linear increase. By definition, the more people that get into Bitcoin, it makes it more valuable. Yep. And when we try and take like equities or stock bubble type frameworks to Bitcoin, it's really, it's misguided because it's a network.
Have you sold any Bitcoin so far?
Well, we purchased tickets to space with Bitcoin a couple of years ago in Virgin Galactic, and we clearly overpaid for that. But look, we believe long term that there's still a long way for Bitcoin.
Look, the stock is getting tanked right here. It bounced right off 524 stopping station. Look at this thing, man. CVSI got destroyed. I'm glad I'm not trading, man.
value to go from here. We think that is gold 2.0.
That's the kind of thing you got to make sure you don't even have it in your account. Even though you're not trading, you're like, dude, let me just make sure I don't have none of that in my account.
Oh, and it's disrupting potentially gold, which is a $6 trillion market cap.
Disrupting
so
gold.
If you look at Bitcoin today at 300 billion, it looks like, and it's certainly appreciated quite a bit in the past year, but look, we've been saying this for the past 5 years when Bitcoin was $1 billion market cap, that Bitcoin is a better gold. If you look at the properties of gold that make gold gold, like, scarcity, fungibility, divisibility, portability, Bitcoin equals or surpasses gold across each category. So for example, gold is scarce, Bitcoin is actually fixed at 21 million. It's divisible into 100 million pieces. It's actually kind of hard to cut up bars of gold, and they're hard to move. They're not nearly as portable. And part of this, I think, is a little bit of a generational thing. I hate to say that, but if you talk to millennials or kids on the street, they don't want hardware. They want software. They get Bitcoin. There's no explanation necessary. They don't talk about wanting to wear Bitcoin or, why isn't Bitcoin shinier? They want a digital, they live in a digital world. They live in a 24/7 world. They're connected all the time. And Bitcoin is money built for the internet that moves like information and email and everything else. Gold is just the old world.
Yeah.
It had its place. It's had a great 3,000-year run, and Bitcoin, has only been here for 10 years, but it's really, cutting in quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, I should say like
I got chills all over, baby.
From the real world.
These guys are aliens from the future.
Things were. Now people take a break from the online world and step into the real world for be right back for 10 minutes, but they're really living most of their lives in a digital world.
Are you surprised at this incredible success? I mean, I know that you were early believers, but wow, you were right.
Yeah, I mean, so when we first found Bitcoin or first came across it, it sounds like a huge idea. It's kind of crazy, and it's not crazy to be very skeptical and say sort of like, I think Cameron Brooks said, this is either like huge or total. We know this was back in 2012, but kept learning, kept talking to people about it, kept asking questions, kept getting incredible answers back. And I just couldn't see how this couldn't work or wouldn't work.
It's amazing.
Maybe that's what makes us like a little bit different in the way we think about things. We're sort of optimists and we want to dig deeper and we want to believe and look for that thing. We obviously get really passionate about it, but again, we really couldn't see how why we wouldn't be sitting here today 5 years ago, why we wouldn't be sitting here today talking to you, having this conversation. So that was sort of our thinking the whole time. Yeah, I think we always thought it was a binary.
It's my favorite video of all time.
Either zero or potentially as large as gold or even bigger. Maybe we just see the world differently, and we're one of the few that saw it that way. But that's
kind of the outcome that
we envisioned. And,
impact theory.
I think it's not really a surprise that we're here.
Amazing, right? What a video. Amazing. You guys like that? Crazy move on that stock, huh? Up 8%. Whoop. Whoop-de-doop. Bravo. People in the room. Oh, this guy's he's a pro trader. Roger is too. Nope. NVIDIA's moving. Amazing, the stock really destroyed people. At $9. You guys were trading it, weren't you? Let's see. Let's go back a little bit. I traded NUGT. I think they did mention it. Let's do a search. CVSI. Yep. Famous for falling hard after several days of running. Ooh, Raimi, good job. Anyone CVSI? There you go. Amazing chart, 1132. So you were in at 11. Yeah, that back here. 8. Really scary. Hope no one's stuck in it. Japan investment in last roots crypto. I showed you that one coin this morning too with the XDNA with the hex. Everything's making it ASIC resistant and all that. I love that. What's on Yahoo? SodaStream pops, Apple up slightly, Nike on an upswing. Ugh. You want to see something crazy? You know, I see my system's good, you know. But this guy, so I get this email and it says engineer unlocks this freaking system secret algorithm sounding like what I did. His name's Tom Gentile, and he's 90% certain, and he's going to show you how he's going to make $1,000 in 15 seconds. Kind of sounds like mine. So let's just see how it works. You ain't going to believe this. It's magic. Watch. This is freaking magic. You ready?
At a hardware store of all places.
He learned how to do it in a hardware store.
I was even skeptical at first.
Look, this guy pumps him up.
I'm still not interested in buying Amazon at this price. Be big. $1,000 live.
You're about to see for yourself that this is easy.
He
But
taps
let's not
him.
waste another one.
Meet him.
I'd like for you to meet Tom right now.
Okay, listen
Tom,
to this.
take
It's
it.
fucking crazy.
Thanks, Mike. Hi, folks. I'm Tom Gentile. Right now, I'm going to show you something you've never seen before. It's a secret that changed my life forever. You see, I wasn't always rich. I grew up in a modest steel mining town outside of Pittsburgh. I don't have a college degree, and I'll never get one. Be bigger. That's thanks to e-commerce.
Okay, so he opens up this account, and he puts 100,000 in. I'll let you watch it because he's rich. Okay, dude, this is sick. Watch. As easy as this.
What I'm about to show you, I actually stumbled upon it while I worked part-time at a hardware store. Back then, I was making about $8,000 a year. Now I can use this secret to collect $8,000 literally seconds.
In seconds. He does it. Watch.
I'm really excited to be able to share this with you today.
Watch what he does. It's sick.
So first,
You log
I'm
in.
log into a brokerage account that was opened specifically for this presentation. You can see here that it has $100,000 in it. Now, it's a lot of money, I know. But you don't.
I got bought out for $20 million.
You do not need anywhere near this kind of money to implement my secret. I've been fortunate in life, so I have a well-funded account for my trades. What's important to focus on is that the cash in the account is about to get substantially bigger. That's thanks to e-commerce giant Amazon.
Watch this.
Amazon is a ridiculously expensive stock.
Watch him trade it. Ready?
Right now it's trading for about $1,537 a share. When I was first getting started, I wouldn't touch a stock that pricey with a 10-foot pole. And honestly, if I wanted to, I wouldn't have been able to afford a single share.
And he doesn't buy a share.
Even today,
Watch
I'm
magic.
still not interested in buying Amazon at this price. I'm interested in collecting a quick $1,000 from it.
Me
instead.
too. Watch.
And check this out.
Check it out.
I'm not going to spend a single penny to do it.
Nothing.
Let me set the timer at the bottom right-hand corner.
Check it out.
So you
Watch.
can see how fast I can execute this trade for near instant cash.
Watch.
Now look, I'm going to push the trade button.
You ready?
Notice I'm not typing in Amazon's ticker symbol. Instead, you'll see a special 3-digit code. Next, I'm making 2 mouse clicks.
Watch. Preview order. Execute. He just made $1,000.
I'm $1,050 richer.
In 15
That's real
seconds.
cash, folks.
Just puts in a code and goes click, click.
15 seconds.
Wow.
It took 15 seconds to become $1,050 richer from Amazon. And I did it without purchasing a single share of stock.
Magic.
This isn't a fluke either.
Magic.
I'm going to do it again
Watch.
now with
Apple.
And folks, I forgot to mention this before. I want you to pay close attention to the cash balance.
Watch how much he makes.
Now, what
Click,
happens
click.
when you
Done.
buy stock? Your cash balance goes down because you got to pay for those shares. But thanks to my secret, you don't have to buy any
You don't buy
shares
no
up front.
stock.
So the cash
Magic.
balance is only going in one
Up.
direction. Up, up, up. Okay, let's start the timer again.
Watch.
I'm going to push the trade button.
Trade.
And again, I'm not
Code.
trading in Apple's ticker symbol. I'm using a 3-digit code. Next, I make mouse click number 1 and mouse click number 2.
I can click it fast.
I'm done. I just added
Another
$940
$1,000.
to my account. That took only 11 seconds. And now I'm nearly $1,990 richer than I was at the start. And I
Amazing.
still haven't bought a single share of stock.
Sick.
But I'm not finished yet. Watch what I make off Facebook.
Click,
It's
click.
another ridiculously expensive
Click,
stock.
click.
It's trading for around $179 a share. Now, that's too rich for my money.
Click.
If someone wants to fork over that kind of money,
All you gotta do is press this button. Click,
instead,
click,
I'm going to get paid thanks to Facebook.
click.
And it won't cost me a red cent. Let's start the clock.
Go ahead, click it.
I'm going to click on the trade button.
Put in the
I've got
code.
a new 3-digit code
New
for Facebook.
code.
And then mouse click 1,
Boom.
mouse click 2.
Execute. Just
Done.
made another G.
The trade is just
$12.60.
executed, and I've just become $1,260 richer. Now
What?
check the clock. It took 8
seconds.
And like with Amazon, like
He's
with
gonna do it
Apple,
again.
I
Watch.
didn't need to buy a single share of Facebook stock to collect this.
Magic.
Yet I'm almost $3,250
Almost, yeah.
richer than I was before. Okay, let's do this one more time. Next up,
Netflix.
I'm going to get paid with Netflix.
Dude, I just keep on going all day long.
I'm going to push the trade button. There's the 3-digit code. Now, mouse click 1, mouse click 2.
Boom, we just made
I'm
another
done.
grand.
Let's stop the timer.
I'm done. I'm done.
$988 richer. This one took me about 7 seconds. So, folks, I just made 4 simple trades, and I'm now $4,000.
Look, I clicked the button. I just made $1,000. Look, I just closed the page. I just did it again in 2 seconds. Is that the bunch of malarkey or what? Unbelievable. So that's what's out there, guys. Craziness. So all of my guys that are in my demo programs that can get training, none of them do it. Shame. That's a shame. ACHV and an SSC Mini. Nice. ABCD. Look at it, guys. Cambian Learning Group, $13. Look, I own this at $1.75. Cambian Learning Group, guys, headed to 20. ABCD. There you go, homies. My stock at $1. What do you think about that one? ABCD. You want to see my pick at $1? Show you. Right here. ABCD, $1.40. Right there. Okay. November 8th of 2013, 5 years ago. So in 5 years, it went up tenfold. Would I be willing to wait the same with Bitcoin? Absolutely. Because it appreciated beautifully the whole time. ABCD, beautiful. Here's my pick on March 8th, breaking out at $3. March 6th of 2015, 2 years later, finally breaking out. And then I got a beautiful one right here. This is when it was on a FinViz breaking out right there. See that same day, 295. And then I nailed it up to here. This was August, 472 for the new buy. The breakthrough 5. Now it's at 13. 13. Got a couple other ones looking good today. Westport Fuel Systems is looking good today too. And RWLK. 600,000 with a signal at 105. This one's going to pop this week. Think that. Just be patient. Traded NUGT, JNUG right here through 14 earlier. Went to 14.18. TVIX 31.16, which is what we traded all day today. Triangle all over the place. And that's it. We just had a nice day. I'm glad I found that Winklevoss one. I love that video. Winklevoss. I gotta mark that down. That's all I gotta do is just let people listen to the Winklevoss. Winklevoss, Bitcoin, Rob Groves.
And Bitcoin's just a
I gotta save this video. I already have one on Bitcoin's future. I wonder what this one is. I had another one saved down there. The following content has been identified by the youth as inappropriate. Oh, I understand. That's the traveler.
Chilling tales from dark nights.
I am sending this message from the year 2025. Things are looking bleak here, and some of you will carry blood on your hands. If you don't believe me, please move on, as I have no way of proving to you I'm really who I claim to be. I don't want to waste any of your time, so I'm merely going to explain what happened. On average, every year so far, the value of Bitcoin has increased by about a factor of 10, from $0.1 in 2010 to $1 in 2011, to $10 in 2012, to $100 in 2013. From now on, there's a slight slowdown as the value increases by a factor of 10 every 2 years, to $1,000 in 2015, to $10,000 in 2017, $100,000 in 2019, and $1 million in 2021.
1 million in 2021. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Cool. What's going on? Anybody want to chat? Say hello. Got a bunch of people watching. Give you a pick. couple picks I see right now. I'm guessing not. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Ready for tomorrow. Cool. All right, everybody, we're ready for tomorrow. So listen, thank you for stopping by the Mojo Show. I'll be live in the morning going over what stocks are hot for the day to trade. And if you want to come in the MOJO Day Trade room and become a member, it's really easy. Just visit our website as it shows up above right there. And everybody have a great day. This guy's working away. He knows how it's done. Let's see what we got. Here we go. That's a good one.